What's up, poker players? Hope you guys are out there crushing it on the tables. Today marks 1 year since we began the $50 deposit to 100K challenge. We came up a little bit short, but it wasn't a failure by any means. We learned a lot, we made money, and in this video, we're gonna do a recap and review what we learned over the last year, how our game has improved, and what we're gonna do in the future. Let's jump right into it. What we are looking at here is our graph of all the No Limit Hold'em hands that we played since we deposited $50. You can see that it has been a pretty steady inclining graph, which is good to know. We had a couple downswings in there. That one was pretty sizable right there. And this one was towards the end of the year when we started playing some of the higher limit games, and this one really hurt our bankroll. We actually had to move down. We started playing at the 200 and 400 NL, and because of this downswing we had to jump back down to 100 NL max, but we were able to recover and make up some of the ground that we had lost. The bankroll didn't recover entirely since we were at lower stake tables, but we did win quite a few big blinds. Our big blind total was 16,306, a little bit more than 163 buy-ins. Not too bad. The two levels that we did not have a positive win rate at were the 100 NL and 200 NL. If we take out the 100 and 200 NL stakes, we can add that to the graph and see exactly how we did besides those two. And there is our graph, including everything but the 100 and 200 NL. And you can see that is a lot better. We still have a little bit of a downswing there and there, but we increased our winnings to over 20,000 big blinds. Very solid. So what I can say we learned from this is that the games on ACR at the micro and low stakes are definitely beatable. We had win rates of close to 10 up until the 10 NL, where we had a win rate of 5.5, and it incrementally got lower as we moved up in stakes, which you can expect since the competition is going to be a little bit tougher. You can see the total win rate was a little bit less than 5, and we won around $6,200 at those stakes and lost a little bit at the 100 and 200 NL, bringing this number back down to where our bankroll is. And we actually lost some money on the tournament tables as well. We'll take a look at that and jump into America's Card Room as well. Starting up ACR. And here's our tournament graph. You can see that we didn't do too well. We had one big win in there. I think our biggest win was $915. A fourth place in the High Five number 2 event. I believe we got a win in here at some point though. We got a second place in there. Did we not get a win? Come on. Doesn't look like it. I think our best is a second place. That's unfortunate. And this is something I think we're going to work on. In the future, I'm going to be playing a lot more tournaments. The videos on YouTube of tournaments got a lot more views, and it seems like you guys enjoy that and you guys want to see that. So I think we're going to do more tournaments. We're going to stream more, and we're going to correct this downswing. All we need is one big win, and we'll move into the positive. You can see that we lost about 2,200 in tournaments, but our return on investment was 117, so we were losing at the larger stake buy-ins and winning at the low stakes. That is an incredibly high return on investment though. So if we can turn it around at the higher stake buy-ins and continue with this return on investment, we should have a very solid graph once we get more volume in. And here is our total. We're going to cash in on these combat points and we will update this real quick. And there we go. We cashed in our combat points. And our total is a little bit less than $4,100. So we managed to turn $50 into $4,100, playing a little bit less than 600,000 hands total. I'm not upset with it. We made money, and we took our $50 and multiplied it by 82. That's pretty solid. 82x from our starting bankroll. Not upset with that. If we jump back into Hold'em Manager and do a filter by the number of players, we can see that our strongest game was actually Heads Up, followed by 4 and 3 handed tables. Short-handed was actually a little bit less than a positive win rate. We lost about $250, and we played pretty solid at the full ring tables. If we take a look at the day of the week, we were all positive. Monday was our worst day, actually, followed by Friday, and our best win rate day was Sunday, which we didn't really get that many hands in. We played our most hands on Wednesdays. Looks like we played during the week more often than on weekends. And if we would have given up more weekends and spent more time on the virtual felt, we probably would have had a higher win total. And now for our channel moving forward. In the next video, I'm going to do the withdrawal methods and do a review of each one. I'm going to cash out $500 for each withdrawal method that is available to me here in the United States. And we're going to use the money that is withdrawn to buy into some live games. And we're going to do some live poker in the next year, the next season on DK Poker. We're going to keep track of our live winnings and compare it with our online winnings from this year and see how live poker compares to online poker. I know our win rate's going to be much higher, but we're going to see a lot less than 600,000 hands. I don't know if you're going to see 600,000 hands in a lifetime of live poker. We're going to continue to play online as well, work on our Omaha game as well as our tournament game, and we're going to make a comparison between those as well, see if we can't improve on our win rate at the full ring hold'em tables. A lot to look forward to. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not done that yet. We're going to have a lot of good poker action coming up in season 2. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy this channel. Head down to the video description for links to all of the poker products that I use. Links for America's Card Room are also down in the video description. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter as well. I try to post on those as often as possible. And I will be back soon with a new video on the withdrawal methods. But until then, I'll see you guys out on the virtual felt.
Run with the feeling of being alive while we're jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Just a couple kids living on our own. Summer nights.